morning. I'd like to call the May 9, 2019 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ray? Mr. Margraff?
Here.
Mr. Vaughn?
Here.
Any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
No. Approval of the minutes of May 2nd, 2019. Defer. Yeah,
Okay. I'm going to waive the reading of the minutes.
and I'll concur with that. Correspondence. Which one we jump into, Chris? Would you like to?
We're going to move up to O, please, just so we can get Attorney Storage out here.
This is a jump.
Okay. Rental registration hearing on property located at 638 Locust Street.
Right. Thank you. This, as you can see from the last name, it's my brother's property, and he's out of town. Asked me to come for him. I have personal knowledge about this. It's a duplex. He's married. His wife lives on one side. Well, he's in the process of divorce. But anyway, they both live in the house. And he didn't register it last year because he lived there. And this year he went to register it because it's still not registered. When he put in the registration form, it said vacant right now. But he's going to rent it this year, so he went ahead and registered it. And then that brought up the fact that it wasn't registered last year. But he lived there all year last year, and we can turn in an affidavit regarding the same.
Yeah, we have no argument there. He can sign an affidavit for 2018, and if he does plan to register or to rent it out for 2019 and onward, he'll just have to register for 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. He's still living there personally right now, but he just turned in the registration form in advance in case he's going to rent it later this year.
Okay. So then my recommendation is to waive the late fee or the fee in general on completion of an affidavit.
Okay.
You can take care of that with Jaime.
Okay. All right.
And you want the affidavit for 2018, right?
Just 2018, correct?
Just 2018.
Right.
And I'm not sure if he paid the 2019.
No, he didn't. No, not yet.
They wouldn't accept it probably,
Right,
correct? All right. So upon renting it or right away, should he go ahead and
What
pay
he
for
can
that?
do, if he's still living there currently, he can sign an affidavit saying he's living there currently. If he does rent it out later, he's got 30 days of
Right,
release.
okay.
And show, and then, rent it for 2018.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Board.
Okay.
You recommended?
Yes.
All right, and I'll concur with the recommendation.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Board.
Thank you. All right, let's jump back to item A.
Oh, no problem.
Change order number 21 for the Chicago Street Widening and Reconstruction Project. This is the final change order for Chicago Street project. It reflects all items. Let's see. The overall value of this change order comes to $7,359.80, which is being returned to.
Well,
It's a decrease.
It's a decrease, correct, and it's the final, and it's the 80-20 money, so I unfortunately don't know if that's 80-20, what's returning to us exactly for that, but it's a decrease overall.
Okay.
Okay. So we're approving the change order? Yeah. Okay. My recommendation is that we approve the change order 21.
And I'll concur. Item B, agreement with SEH of Indiana LLC for professional service for the 2019 6th District Lighting Project, Carolina Avenue from 165th Street to 169th Street, and Tennessee Avenue from 163rd Street to 167th Street. Let's see. This, we approved all of this last week with the exception of the agreement.
Okay. Okay. Then my recommendation is that we approve the agreement with SCH of Indiana.
And I would concur. I'll concur, yes. Okay. Item C, correspondence received from Amy Radilak, president of HC3, requesting street closures from 169th Street. Yes. To Vine, and side streets Martha Street and Alabama Street to Kennedy Avenue, 167th at Kennedy Avenue, Vine Street from Friday, June 7th at 11 a.m. through June 9th, 1 a.m. HC3 is also requesting 20 picnic tables, 15 trash cans, additional police patrol during the closing of the streets for the protection of all HC3 volunteers, requesting EMA escort for the June 8th parade. Amy, is there anything you want to say? You want to speak to it at all?
So this is our fifth annual Live in the Ville event, same thing we do every year. The only additional thing that we're requesting is the police, additional police escort presence during the shutdown of the streets, because we have businesses that get mad and they try to run down our volunteers. So it's been an ongoing issue, so we really need to make sure that we keep our volunteers safe and get the extra patrol.
She is right. During the initial shutdown at 11 o'clock on Friday is our biggest problem. If you can have somebody, if you have an extra car that day, Cap,
Yeah,
it'd
can
be appreciated.
you,
I'm going to be there also.
Can you just remind me?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
And then also, the other thing is that I'm trying to get, for Vine Street and also for 169th, we're trying to get lighted barricades donated because it's going to be blocked off all night. So that will help with people running down the barricades and controlling the scene itself.
Yeah, last year, it's just been a mess. People broke three
Three or four sets of barricades.
Yeah,
'cause
last
you
year.
didn't see them. So hopefully we'll
Yeah.
have that in place too this year.
Yeah, so one of the things that we're doing this year is that Acorn Fencing is donating all the fencing, so we'll have that metal fencing rather than the
Yeah,
wood
right.
barricades to help, hopefully, so.
Okay, and my recommendation's to approve the request and to forward it to the police department for their approval.
Yeah, probably Gary Gleason,
Yeah,
probably.
Streets?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll send it to Streets also.
Okay, no, concur.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item D, NDOT LaPorte District 2019 traffic closure/restriction form for US 41 submitted. Alternating lane restrictions, day work is the concrete, and the night work's going to be the milling and paving of the roadway, which is Calumet Avenue. Not sure how far we're going. We're starting, seems like it starts today, running all the way through September 9th, weather dependent. So, single lane closure on Calumet Avenue, it appears to me. It's being sent, notifications being sent to the police chief as well as the fire chief in regards to emergency services.
That's going to be from the expressway all the way to Hewen. They're,
Quite a long way.
yeah, they're fixing the rest of it through Hammond.
Okay, thank you.
Just send it to you said FD and FD.
They already have.
Are there any streets need to know or anything? No? Okay. Then we're approved, is that a request then, or?
I think it's just a notification, right? Yeah,
Yes, okay.
notification.
I gotcha.
We
Okay.
acknowledge the notification, and traffic season's here,
Okay.
or construction season's here. Item E, correspondence received from TPAN Ride for Life Chicago requesting the use of Ileana Marina Trail, Wolf Lake Trail, Erie Lackawanna Trail, and Hammond Civic Center for the 2019 TPAN Ride for Life Chicago event scheduled for Saturday, September 7, 2019, and Sunday, September 8, 2019. Chris, would we have authority to give them permission? Do we own the bike trails up there, or is that something the Port Authority owns?
You know what, I'm not really sure. You might want to refer that to engineering just so we can.
I mean, we've got time.
Okay. Is that a
I
recommendation?
have no idea how long the bike trails are.
I think we probably should, to see what we can approve and what someone else may have to do.
Okay.
Civic Center, I mean, that's the park department, so probably need to send it there as well. Engineering and parks.
Okay, my recommendation is that we forward it to engineering and the park departments for their review and approval.
And I'll concur. Yeah, it's September, we got time.
Yeah.
Item F, correspondence received from Karen Maravilla, Downtown Hammond Council, DHC, informing of the hosting of the 8th Annual Eat, Shop, and Rock on Saturday, June 15th, 2019, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Downtown Hammond Council is requesting street closures for Homan Avenue, all 4 lanes. Wow. Between William Street and Doty, William Street between Homan Avenue and the alley, permission to use the sidewalk along Homan Avenue between Carroll, Williams, and Doty, requesting William Street and Homan Avenue between Williams and Doty be closed to traffic from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. on June 15, 2019. Also requesting use of 20 barricades, 20 sandbags, event parking signs to be delivered to 5620 Holman Avenue. DHC is requesting permission to post signs at the City of Hammond entrances to promote the event. Signs should be posted on month prior to event. Okay. Don, can I ask you, all 4 lanes of Holman, have we closed all 4 lanes before for this event?
I don't remember that either. I think this is something new. I'm not sure why they're doing that myself.
Because even for Beatles Fest, we keep one lane open both ways, right?
No, actually, Beetle Fest, we close Holman too.
So we've done it before.
We've done it before, but not for this particular event, I believe so. So I think because they're expecting, such a huge crowd and they're changing things around. According to this, they're requesting extra barricades too, so it sounds like it's a bigger event than normal. That's why we probably rather want to close Holman.
So,
Yeah, I
streets
think-
and fire department?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Bring
yeah,
police department too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm going to recommend that we forward this to Streets, FD, and PD for their review and approval.
And I'll concur. Item G, correspondence received from Kathy Kazmierski, Special Events Coordinator for Whiting 4th of July Parade, requesting streets and road closures for July 4th, 2019, from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Same one we've already done, yeah. Okay. My recommendation's to approve the correspondence from Kathy Kazmierczak for the parade. I don't know if we need to send it to PD. We know about it, we do it every year.
Yeah, we're good. Street Department's already doing it too, so.
We'll recommend to send it to PD and Streets and EMA just for no, yeah.
Okay. And I'll concur with that. Item H, correspondence received from Esther Holliday inquiring how to donate property at 6345 Calumet Avenue to the City of Hammond.
Somebody.
I actually spoke to Ms. Holliday earlier this week. She called into our office because she received our cut and clean order. This is a vacant lot where a house was demoed in 2014. Ms. Holliday purchased it from an LLC last year in 2018. She lives in Miami, Florida, so I don't know if she knew what she was purchasing at the time. The inspector in the area, Mike Holes, sent out a cut and clean order, because it's a vacant lot. It's been vacant for a while. He's been cutting it every year. So she received the order, and we kind of let her know, like, this is what you're going to have to do, try to hire someone or whatnot. She never mentioned anything about, trying to donate the property to the city. So if you'd like to forward that letter to us. But she is also aware that, she needs to have it cut. If she doesn't have it cut, then we will proceed with our vendors and the property will be liened.
Okay.
Just code enforcement? Okay, I'm gonna make a recommendation, we forward that to code enforcement for their review.
I'll concur. Agreement to rehabilitate property located at 1933 Roosevelt Drive.
This is the property up north that's got 3 addresses. It's also Carolina, it's also, it's a property that has a new owner. They're doing a rehab. Their plan is to tear out the foundation for the old property that was there and fix the property that is remaining. They needed a little extra time because they got into a dispute about ownership with the neighbor. And so I would ask the board to please approve this rehab agreement. They are doing something, it's just taking longer than expected.
Okay.
I recommend that we approve the agreement to rehabilitate 1933 Roosevelt Drive.
And I'll concur. J, status hearing for property located at 227 Chicago Street.
There is a company that is removing soil. I'm sure with all the rain we've had that it may slow the process down, but there's progress being made. It's basically remove any visible contamination plus 6 inches. So it's going to be going on for a while. They're hauling it out in dumpsters and taking it to a proper landfill. There's got a gentleman that is monitoring the situation and collecting those manifests. So we will have a record of where the materials went.
Okay.
I would say 60 days, and hopefully we'll be done at that point.
New status, 60 days?
Please.
July 11th or 18th or something? Okay. I'm going to recommend that we set that over for status again, July 11th, 2019.
Thank you.
I'll concur. Thank you. Item K, notice of violation hearing located at 2735 Cleveland Street. Morning. Morning.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Good morning.
Morning.
Upon performing an inspection at this property, we came across a basement apartment. I'm asking for the removal of the basement apartment on the grounds there were never any permits to create the said basement apartment. Also, the ceiling height was 6'6", and you need a minimum of 7 foot. Also, the bathroom had a ceiling height of 6 feet, and you need a minimum of 6'8" to have any sort of a bathroom near any water fixtures or anything of that nature. So, asking for the removal of the apartment.
Okay, there's nobody here to argue otherwise,
No,
right?
no, nobody here?
Okay, then my recommendation is that we approve the findings for 2735 Cleveland Street.
I'll
Thank you.
concur. Thank you. Item L, rental registration hearing on property located at 1114 173rd Street.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Please state your name and your address.
Absolutely. Tom Zanatakis, 1114 173rd Street. I purchased this property last year in March, and I ended up getting it rented, I believe, in August of last year. Completely forgot about, I have other rental properties here in Hammond, completely forgot about getting in and getting that one registered. I came in for 2019 and was informed that I should have had it registered for last year as well.
That's correct. It's one unit, was not registered in 18, and needs to register in 19.
Okay, no other issues at all. Okay, my recommendation is that we waive the late fee and you register it for 2018. You can do it at the end of the meeting today if you'd like, at a cost of $5.
Will do.
Okay?
Thank you very
As well
much.
as 19.
I'll
Absolutely.
concur. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about 19 also.
No.
One unit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Item M, rental registration hearing on property located at 1532 Warwick Avenue.
Ivan Salazar, 1532 Warwick Avenue.
Morning, sir.
Morning, how you doing? Usually I do register it, I just slipped my mind last year. But if you can see the records, I usually register it on time.
Yeah, this is correct. It's 2 units. It was registered previously, and he was able to register for 2019. So we're just looking for 2 units for 2018.
Okay. No other issues before?
No.
Okay. My recommendation is that we waive the late fee then for both units for 2018.
Thank you.
You can register them at $5 per unit for
I can do that.
at the end of the meeting today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, and I'll
Thank you,
concur. That was 2 units, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 18.
Okay, item N, rental registration hearing on property located at 258 Locust Street.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Randall Hoba, 258 Locust Street. As you can see by my record, I've never missed before. It just, don't know what happened. If I thought, and then when I have purchased this year's, and I was sure I went to the departments, I went to stick them on the door, and sure enough, there isn't one for last year.
So this is 4 units. It's a 4-unit apartment building, and he is correct. Registered previous and for 19, so we're looking for 4 units for 2018.
Okay. And my recommendation is that we waive the late fees.
Thank you.
2018 for all 4 units, that you can register those at $5 per unit today at the end of the meeting if you'd like.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'll concur, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Item O has been rectified. Item P, rental registration hearing on property located at 261 Vine. Oh, yeah, 261 Vine.
Nobody here?
Tim?
Timothy Smith, I'm here representing my son Samuel. He has a building at 261, it's a 2-unit. He did register for 2017. He purchased it late in 2017, and then when 18 came around, somehow it slipped through the cracks. We went to apply for 2019. We were sent back a form saying that we never registered for 2018. So it just somehow slipped through the cracks, so.
That's correct. This is 2 units, so we're just looking for 2018, and he can register for 2019.
Okay, then my recommendation is we waive the late fees for 2018, and you register for both 18 and 19.
Yes.
At a cost of $5 per unit.
Thank
can do
you.
that today at the
Yes, I will.
meeting. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll concur, thank you. Item Q, correspondence received requesting rental registration hearings.
Okay, my recommendation is we set those hearings for July 25th and August 1st of 2019.
And I'll concur. Let me get rid of these out of here. Oh, we already did that. Okay. Garage sale permits, okay. What's your stratagem going to be for looking through these, Mr. Long?
One at a time, sir, one at a time.
Okay. Okay.
My recommendation is we approve the garage sale permits.
And I'll concur. Okay, matters from other board members. You want to do them?
No, go ahead.
We have 2 here. We have Councilman Mark Kelwinski requesting $280,000 for the 2019 overlay program, I'm guessing in his district. It has been signed by the councilman as well as the mayor.
My recommendation is that we approve Councilman Kalwinski's request.
And I'll concur. And secondly, request from Councilman David Warple requesting funding for Arizona, California, Colorado lighting improvement design contract with HWC for $65,300. It has been signed by the councilman as well as the mayor.
I recommend we approve Councilman Warple's request.
And I'll concur. Matters from other department heads or their representatives here? Mr. Parker, you got something? Oh, you do.
These are a set of contracts. We didn't make it up in time. If you can approve them subject to law looking at them, it's a maintenance program with site services. They are going to help us with like crack sealing. It's called Reclamite, kind of like a fog seal type, to rejuvenate our roads and maintain them and keep them from deteriorating further. Yes, further.
I mean,
The
have they-
contract
Have they
amount,
started any of this yet? They haven't, right?
no, not yet. We were waiting to get the contracts approved, and I made the mistake of leaving them on my desk too long. So this is a contract just like our overlays and our sidewalks. Green sheets will follow per district. This is just a contract to set unit prices. So funding will come individually from the councilman for each district.
So these need to be reviewed by engineering as well as the city?
Engineering
attorney?
has reviewed them, just we
Okay.
need Chris Cantor's
Okay.
sign off on it.
Okay.
So we're approving the contracts pending approval from law?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, that's my recommendation.
And I'll concur with that.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
We can't sign that one, new business, I see none. Old business, I see none. Meeting's open to the public. Anybody like to speak? No,
My recommendation is we adjourn the meeting.
and I'll concur.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.